On the run from the one and only Delta Goodrem, who joins us in the studio. Good morning, Delta.
Good morning, Ed. How is everybody?
We're so
well,
good.
I tell you what, we're better off after hearing that song. That is a hit.
Bit of fun,
doubt
isn't it?
about
Love
it.
that
Thanks,
song.
Thank you.
Jeez, you can hear the leg warmers.
Yeah, it's that energy of like keep going, never give up, just keep going. It's that motivating kind of when you think you can't go any further to break your own boundaries and your own limits.
And you've done that your whole, not only your whole career, but your whole life, right? You know, you've even acting, singing, it's such a hard industry. You're constantly having to prove people wrong and people say no and you're constantly having to keep going anyway. You had a cancer battle as well. You've gone through it all.
Still so much more to go through.
Yeah, don't you worry. There's more pain to come.
But you know what? I think it's that sort of, I started really young. I was 14, 15 years old when everyone got to know me. And I think at the end of the day, my intention stayed the same. I love making music and doing what I love to do. And it kind of gets even more fun as time goes on. You can enjoy it even more and know who you are and what you stand for and what you don't and kind of just rock and roll from there. And that's what this kind of era has felt like for me.
Are you enjoying life more and more? Are you like, have you got
100%.
to a place of sort of wisdom where, you've obviously had so much success, but did you enjoy it when you were younger or were you so focused on, achieving stuff?
I did, but also, so much has changed in the industry. Like, it's constantly evolving. And I think when you're only 17 and you're in an adult world and you're doing your best you can, you're still a kid when you come home after trying to do the best you can with music and all those things. But yeah, I just think it gets even more fun. I think that's where I sort of feel.
You just mentioned kind of setting your own boundaries and kind of coming into this space of comfortability with who you are and what you stand for. You've left Sony after many, many years. It's your own label. What is that? Like, how empowering is that?
Well, I think I kind of just recognised that we had taken this since COVID. Things had changed so quickly, and I sort of recognised that there was another way we could be doing this. And I have been in it my whole life, so I was like, we've got this a really great energy going on with my team, and we sort of just branched out. And I've kind of taken everything back into my own house, so to speak.
How does that feel?
It feels great.
Yeah, I love that.
I feel pumped.
So you feel like we all sort of go through, well, not all of us, but you can go through this where you want to take control of your own career. So and then you can't blame anyone else for the direction it goes in. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think rather than sort of going, I loved my label day. I loved being a part of a major label for 20 years. And that stays with me and the learnings and the constant. And that doesn't mean that won't be the case in the future. But in this moment, I enjoy sort of just learning and seeing how much you can really directly speak to people. And that's sort of where it's
called
been.
ATLED Records, which is Delta spelt backwards. Obviously, you're going to be looking for artists. We're harbouring a singer-songwriter in our own team.
Are you just?
So sadly, we've got a tape.
Okay, but can I? So it's me. If you haven't picked up on that,
it's me.
But
She's the problem.
I'm not a singer. I'm a lyricist. So I wrote these lyrics to this song. And tell me we've got the Sam Fisher version?
Nah, I've got this.
A victim in my own damn war. A bloody battle.
Very dark.
This is AI.
Pulled the trigger. I took the hit, but it never made a sound.
Okay, you guys suck. This is so unfair.
Mission, no pulling out. The fight was always mine.
Yes,
The
Erin.
tune's way off.
Lyrics.
I was desperate to be
So much.
free. A knight in shining
Let it stop. Make it
Please,
stop.
God, I wrote it. Make it stop. Sam,
wrote it?
I wrote it, and it's my own privacy, but they breached it and made me say it on
breached
it. And Sam Fisher's actually done a version, but no one's offered to buy the rights to it yet. So if you'd like them, they could be yours.
Listen, Erin, I would be honoured to be to sign you.
Wow.
I think there's a lot of depth there.
I'm in.
We can work from that
Tell
vulnerable
Todders
place.
I'm not coming back tomorrow.
you
I'm
believe-
out.
It's harder for people to get vulnerable, so I feel like you've already stepped into that.
I am so vulnerable. In fact, in every way you could imagine.
Is there any chance that she could play it on stage and someone might throw a bra at her?
Let's hear it. This is you. Tom, you're on stage with Tom a day at the Green, and then this started happening.
Very good, bro. I've got some niggas. Fantastic. Oh, thank you. This is my lucky day. Never in one of my concerts have I had a bra thrown at me.
Howard in
Excuse me, sir.
bra.
Would you mind giving me my necklace and my bras, please? Thank you very much. Oh, yes.
You know what? It was a great day. It was a great day. I didn't want to be. Tom and I teamed up for a day on the green, and I didn't want to miss out on all the fun. Of course,
that is
like,
awesome.
so Tom's getting some knickers thrown. I'm like, excuse me, I'm here.
Did you notice the size of the bra?
I did. It was, so as I said, I was like, go girl. This is like.
Are people buying bras like new and then throwing them on, or do you reckon they're their actual bras? What do you reckon?
You know what? Que sera, I'm not sure. It just in the moment, I've always sort of pride myself at my shows and that there's always a level of spontaneity. And sometimes my band, I'll say to them, I don't 100% know what I'm going to do, something. And in that moment, it was really funny. We were having a good laugh and having a sing.
I love that. And you speak about your band. I know you're very private when it comes to your private life, but you're engaged now, which is so exciting.
Yes.
Can you tell us anything about how excited you are?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's just feel really grateful to have a beautiful partner in my life, and we're really happy. And the engagement was last year in Malta, and
that ring, by the way, is
strings and pedals and all those things. Wow. And it was just the two of us, and we'd had a great a great day. So we'd done this show in Malta with MTV Festival, and then we had and Matt's family was all there, and it was just a really beautiful time.
So that's amazing. We're so happy.
Did he get down on one knee?
He did. Yes, he did.
Both
Hughesy.
knees or one?
He did, just one.
Yeah, both is weird.
Sort of begging, sort of pleading.
Was there a pause? Did you make him sweat, or was it straight away? How quickly was the yes?
No, it was too many happy tears.
Hey, Delta, how about you've got a secret for us? Are you? We might have to come back. Can we? Have you got a moment? Can we come?
Got a moment? Are you kidding me? I'm here to win the $5 million.
Oh my goodness, we're here back with more with Delta Goodrem.
Got a secret, can you keep it?
Hughesy, Ed and Erin's Untold Secrets. Unbelievably true.
Secret.
You are eligible for the cash, Delta Goodrem.
Or for the $5 million that you tried to hint at earlier.
Actually,
Not fair.
$5 million. Do you have a favourite number, Delta? What's your favourite number?
If you were going to pick numbers, or I can't.
Yeah, but it's not going to. What's between 1 and 100? What number would you pick?
9.
We'll just keep that.
Why 9?
We've got audio
evidence of 9.
Why
It's
9?
a
Birthday, yep, love it.
Huge.
Okay.
Okay, Delta Goodrem, what is your secret?
Goodness, I mean, there was a few to pick from in the sense that I was like, which one am I going with here? I'm going to go back to my sporting days, and I think, I did once get a tech foul for getting in a fight, an actual brawl.
Yes.
In what sport?
In basketball.
What had she done? What had that mole done?
Well, I was actually, even though I'm quite tall now, I was quite small when I was a kid. Like I was definitely a late bloomer.
Yeah.
And
so what age are we talking? How old were you when this fight happened?
Maybe 14, I think.
Wow.
So old enough to know better.
Yeah, old enough to know better. I was playing rep league, and and so I was, we travel on the weekends and stuff. And
so my kids play basketball. If you're playing rep, you were good at basketball.
Yeah.
It is so competitive.
It is. I loved it. I was Hills Hornets, proud Hills Hornets girl. And
but will they be proud of you after this revelation?
I mean, I'm sure a few of them still to this day are aware I was savage on the court. But no, I just remember she kept marking me and kept and I kept hustling back. And then basically a couple of words were said, and then she sort of turned. I think I was being a bit cheeky, and she turned around and just swung at me. And so then my natural instinct was like, oh my God, just started waving my hands everywhere. And I remember us both getting sent out of the rep league.
When you say waving your hands everywhere, was this in her direction?
Well, she was a lot bigger. And so then I was just remember scrapping, starting to scrap.
Delta, I've watched literally hundreds of games. I've got 3 kids who play basketball. I have never seen a physical fight. That is really out of the ordinary. Delta Goodrem got kicked out for physically fighting in basketball at the age of 14.
I was defending myself.
That is massive.
You're a legend. All right, Hearts on the Run, the brand new single out now from Delta Goodrem. And while you're at it, what are you wearing you today? Which one of you are you wearing? You smell
I'm on the OG at the moment.
Jeez Louise. Chemist Warehouse, is that where I go?
It's a Chemist Warehouse.
Absolutely delicious. All right, 8:54. Thank you, Delta Goodrem.
Hughesy, Ed and Erin.